Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Training. Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors build confidence and book smarter. And tonight's training is all about CapCut template videos for batching. We're going to talk about how to create content faster, stay consistent, and build multiple videos in one sitting without overcomplicating the process. We're also going to talk about how to find templates, customize them so they fit your brand, and turn simple short form videos into content that keeps your page active and engaging. If you're live here, I want to say hello to you. So go ahead and comment hello in the chat for me. And if you happen to catch this on a replay, I still want to know that you stopped by. So go ahead and comment replay for me in the video, on the video, so that I can stop by and say hello. But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I'm very excited about tonight because I make a ton of these, okay? We should all know Ash loves her CapCut templates. So I wanted to show you how I do them. Now, normally this type of training requires me to go into CapCut and just like tap around a bunch of times and just blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't like teaching like that. It gives me mad anxiety. And I feel like when you guys leave, you're just overwhelmed with like a bunch of knowledge. So tonight, I made small recordings of what I do inside CapCut, and I broke them down so that you guys can actually understand the different things that you can do when it comes to making these templates. So I'm very, very excited tonight. Of course, all of you guys should know that anything that I do on here automatically turns into a live replay. So it's going to be great for you guys because you can just replay it back if you missed something. And of course, I'm going to be able to basically teach you guys tonight how to make multiple videos just from like 3 or 4 templates. That's really when I want to show you how fast it can be for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, before I get started, you guys should automatically know I like to show you what I'm doing for the rest of the month. Next Tuesday, I actually will be doing a live travel Q&A. I love doing live travel Q&As. I might bring somebody on with me. It's kind of hard to see the questions sometimes, so it's good to have people on there. So I might bring a couple of friends or a couple of different travel agents on there for you guys to talk to. And then on the Thursday, I'm going to be doing a downtown travel walkthrough. And I'm pretty excited about that because it gives us the ability to really show you what downtown travel does because nobody knows. Okay. So next week, I'll probably have my trainings out for June. And I will also be doing the end of the month, I'll be doing corporate training on that Friday as well. And we're going to talk about how to set up your social media on corporate training. So I have a couple of good things going on for the next week. So make sure that you guys always tune back in so you can learn more about becoming a better travel agent. All right. When it comes to agents, what do they honestly struggle with the most? It's content, honestly. People do not like spending long times editing. They don't have a system for posting. They're very inconsistent with the content they post. They overthink. They look like that lady that's stressed out right there in the video. And honestly, they just end up getting burnout from trying to keep up. But if we don't have any visibility, we don't have a way to get bookings. If we are not telling people what we're doing, they don't know that we're doing bookings. So the only way that we can actually obtain them is by creating visibility. And that's what agents struggle with because they just feel so much pressure from being able to make content, right? And I know this feeling, and I really teach this just because I've been there. I've been a new agent. I've been here 4 years, but I have been a new agent. And I remember it taking like a whole day just to make one video. And I was so proud of that one video. And then it would flop. And then my heart would just drop, right? I know that. So that's why I started doing CapCut because it just cuts out all of that time that it takes for when you are making a video. The CapCut templates, I will show you where to find them, etc. But as you can already see them, they're right here. That's where we're going to be heading, okay, inside CapCut. Now, I use my phone for this, so you will always see me using the phone setting. This is actually what it looks like on your phone. So I will be using my phone. I do not suggest the CapCut on the computer. It's a lot harder to use, I feel like. And in here, you can make multiple videos from this part with the projects and stuff. So it's just way easier to do so. Okay. But why do CapCut templates work? Templates help you create content faster. You can use trending formats like all of the fast in and out, different, slideshows, etc. We can put those in there. We could put multiple videos together and just add words over it to have different types of videos already made. It helps us stay consistent, and we honestly avoid burnout because it's a lot of fun to make these videos, okay? Not only is it a lot of fun, but it isn't as hard. So we have that ability to just take the speed and just beat any type of perfection that we need because we are constantly producing the videos. And my favorite thing about it is, guys, when I first started making these videos, they were okay, right? But now I can make these videos so quickly and I make them so well that they take me about 15 seconds to make the video, right? That's all I need. And then I'm just going in there, doing a couple CapCut edits, putting some words over the screen, change the music, boom, done. Like that's how good I've gotten at it. And that's what I want you guys to be able to kind of find your own pathway in it and kind of implement it to make your business work even better than it is right now. So this is what CapCut looks like. You can do several different things inside here. You can edit your videos that you already have. You guys can make templates in there. You could do AI, where you guys remember when I taught you guys how to do like the YouTube AI videos, where you take the picture and turn it into a video. You can do that in here. All of your projects are saved here. And then lastly, that part right there for your actual profile, etc., has all your notifications in there. But in general, I mean, there's a lot of tools. They have about 20, but I just use the ones that are free. I don't pay for CapCut. A lot of people do pay for CapCut. Sometimes I accidentally click it where I have to pay for it, and then I have to delete it off my phone. It happens, okay? But I don't pay for it. I don't feel the need to. The stuff that we can use in here is free, so don't make it any more complicated, right? But continuing on, let's talk about the templates. So what CapCut templates are. So CapCut templates are created video layouts. Here's examples that you guys can see. I'm on the template page. They are timed to music automatically. They're designed around trends, and they're very easy to customize. It's very simple to be able to go in there and customize them. Now, the easiest process that you will see is by clicking this button right here that says Use Template. If you click the button that uses the template, it will go in there and it will open the template for you. You have to normally, it's very rare that they let you use the clips. Sometimes you can, but for the most part, they're going to make you replace the clips, and you can add in your own videos, of course. Then, of course, you're going to want to go in there, edit the text, export it, and then add the sound later. Okay. Anytime I do these videos, I do not put sound in them on CapCut. I always make sure I add them to the sound per platform, so no copyright issues. But that's the most common way that people use templates. They come in here, they click use template, and then they start their editing process. But I don't typically do that when it comes to editing templates because I like to actually use the template as it's already made. If you want to use the template as it's already made, you have to actually do something a lot different. You have to click this button right here. See those little three dots? Okay, click this and then you're going to click save video. Now, in a couple of slides, I will do that and I will show it to you again. But I want you to understand that there's two different ways that you can use these templates. If you click use templates, you have to add in your own videos. If you have videos like if you're on vacation, it would be good for that. But if you want to use the actual template that's playing here, like if I wanted to use this, I would just hit these three dots right here and then I would save the video to my phone. Now, anytime it does save these videos or uses these templates, it is going to automatically have the CapCut logo at the top here and at the bottom. So you're going to want to make sure that you get rid of the CapCut logos. I will go in details about that later on, but I just want you to know if you see it, I automatically remove them. Even if you export it like using the template or even saving it, it will always have the CapCut logo on it. So continuing. Finding good templates. Now, when you guys hit the template button automatically right here, right down at the bottom, when you guys hit that button, it automatically populates like this. In here, you're going to see this part where it has a search option. For me, I like to type all things that are travel. So travel aesthetics, tropical vibes, point of view travel, resort life, whatever your niche is, put it in there and see what populates. It's going to have a lot of great templates that you can use. And of course, all you have to do is just go in there and save them so that they save to your device. Now, I actually use this template. I like this one, so I'm pretty sure I saved this one. Yep, there it is, three dots. And then it says save video right there. If you click save video, it'll automatically download that template. And that means it's on my phone inside my photos now, okay? Now, for me, I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to see there that a lot of the times inside of the videos, it gives you guys just different options to like save the templates, etc. But I don't want you guys to think that that's the only place that you can get templates, okay? There are several different places for you guys to get templates. Now, a lot of the times we create our own templates. I know that's TikTok, ignore that, but we have our own AI videos. A lot of us make AI videos. You can mix that with the CapCut videos, okay? A lot of times when I'm making an AI video where I'm introducing myself, I'll start with introducing myself, then switch to a CapCut template, switch back to the AI video. You can easily do that. Another thing that you can easily do this with is also our online supplier content. I showed you guys a while back on one of my trainings how to go in there and get our different supplier content and VAX, etc. You need to edit those videos. You cannot use them directly. It counts as copyright. You can use CapCut for this. And you can easily do that by going into your edit screen, not the template one, but the edit one, which is the first tab. And you can edit the videos. You can add these templates inside of it. I'm going to show you guys how to use all of that. But the reason I'm telling you is like, let's just say I saved a video from our VAX. I can mix that with one of these little templates in here too. And that makes it completely original because it's not something that I just use straight from them. I took the music off, I put words on it, but by using different sources, it makes it really honestly original because it's our own creation. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. The rest of what I'm going to be showing you is exactly how to make it your own creation because you cannot just use these templates online without it flagging you. It will flag you. It's not like a flag, okay? I say flag because it for me, it lessens my views. But if it realizes it's CapCut, it puts you kind of like in a box. And some people do really great with that, and some people don't. And if you're one of those that don't do great like me, I find every way to get rid of CapCut so they know it's my own original video. So that's exactly what I'm going to be explaining probably for like over half this training is how to make it original for you. We can use the templates, but we cannot directly use them without editing them. Okay. Now, how do we go in here and clean up and customize this template? So here you're going to see me select a couple of these videos. Now I have all of this kind of put out for you because I want to basically break it down for you. Okay, so let me start over right here. I want you, well, I went to, see, this is going to be a problem. I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. I got some good stuff in here. Can you tell? Let me take this video real quick. Let me move it up a little bit. If it's too long, it'll click down to like the next video. It drives me crazy. All right, go back in here. Okay, I had this happen on to me on presentation the other day. I about cried when it jumped like 20 slides, but I still worked it. Okay, but all right. So this is CapCut. Okay, this is just opening CapCut in general. We're gonna click on the part where we have our templates, and then we're gonna go in and grab our templates. Right. So like, let's just say in this instant we already grabbed them, and now we're gonna go in and edit them. So to edit them, we're gonna click on this edit button right here. Okay, click new video. And then let me just start it over so you guys get this. I want to make sure you get it. Boom, stop. Edit, new video. You'll see me click it, new video. Then I will go in there and click the templates that I saved. So I saved this template, I saved this template, and I think I also did this one too. So I go in there, I only picked 2 this time. Okay, fine. I picked those 2 videos. Now I'm in the edit screen where I can do whatever I want with the video, okay? I can tell you the first thing that you're really going to see me do is zoom in so I can get rid of those CapCut logos that are at the top. I zoom in just like that. I just pick the video up and I zoom it in on my screen. That way I eliminate the CapCut logos. Now I'm scrolling through to make sure it's all gone. Oop, I saw another CapCut logo, so I'm going to back up again. And you're going to see me edit it over again to get rid of that extra CapCut video logo. I don't want any CapCut logos right there. Boom. You see how I found it? I go through the whole video and make sure there's no CapCut logos because sometimes they pop up randomly. There it is. So you'll see me zoom in a little bit further so I can get rid of that CapCut video. Perfect. Now, after I do that, I will completely crop out the CapCut logo. I will also remove the ending for CapCut. That's the ending right there. Just go in there and delete that guy. It always comes with the ending. Remove it, okay? Now I've gotten completely rid of CapCut. That is the first thing that I do. I get rid of it. I don't want to see it. I'm going to crop out any scenes. You see how I'm dragging it right here? If it's too long, you just pick it up like this and then drag it closer, okay? That way you have the ability to make it shorter or longer or however you want. Now for me, what am I doing right here? I can tell you. You see this part where it says the Maldives? Okay, we need to get rid of this. I don't want them to see this. This is not what I'm going to be talking about, right? I'll probably use this for like team building or something. So I need to get rid of that part. So I'll just cut all of that out. Now it's like a bare basic video, right? There's no other like logos. There's no other like CapCut, etc. This is just a pure video. Now it does have two videos put together. So I'm going to make sure the other one doesn't have that, and it doesn't. So it's completely fresh, bare video. Now I can go in here and I can start adding stuff like the text, the hooks, the emojis, the stickers, all of that. And we can adjust the visuals to fit your niche. But what I want you to get from this part right here is that the template should feel like your content. It shouldn't feel like I took it from CapCut. And that's exactly what I did. I removed everything CapCut in here. So taking it a step further now, we're going to move to adding your own style. So I like to do like a mood board matrix before I start this video. Let me stop it. I like to kind of just figure out what I'm going for when I'm making these videos. So if it's a tropical luxury video, then I just stick with that. Like, I don't want you to mix these ideas together. And the reason I say that is because your video will look really, really confusing. You see how it's all like tropical for this one? Then it just needs to be tropical. They do have cruise videos in there that you can use. One of my most popular videos, you'll see it in a little bit, was one of the cruise templates that I took from here. And I just did a voiceover. So you guys can easily take any of these videos, depending on what you're going for, okay? But stay consistent with it. If this is something that you want to consistently do, try to use the same videos in a sense of both all tropical or all luxurious, all cruise, whatever that is. That way they get used to seeing your brand and your videos and your ideas. That's exactly what they have for me. They are used to seeing my CapCut videos because they're all pretty much the same. They're just different types and settings and different types of content put into one. Okay, so we're going to do exactly that on the next little video right here. Let's hit play. So now I'm starting to come in here and I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add all different types of tools. At the bottom here, no. Yep, here we go. Hold on. We're going to do the same thing. I wanted to make it as big as possible for you guys, but that didn't work out in my favor. Hold on. Look, this video is like 3 minutes long. It's got a lot of good stuff. Okay. All right. Go back here. Present full screen. Okay. Now I can touch it. All right. So the first part of this video, I'm showing you guys all the tools. So let me just pause it real quick. So at the bottom here is everything that we can do to the video. Editing it right here is going to cut the video. You can cut it in several different ways. I like to cut the video sometimes so I can add in transitions, which you can also do on the videos itself. There's audio. I don't do any audio. I actually will click this and I will go in and mute all of the audio. You can also mute all of the audio right here where it says mute clip audio, okay? But I like to do that because it gives me the ability to add it on the platform. So this video will be no sound when it leaves. As well, you could do AI Clipper where it will come in and start clipping it for you to kind of give you like an edge, okay, if you want, but I don't do that. Down here, we've got text where we can add the text overlays. I'll do that in a second. We have effects. The effects are going to be the video transitioning, just different stuff that you can kind of zoom in, zoom out, etc. And then you're also going to see overlay. Anytime you guys want to add your logos, like as an overlay, you do it right here by clicking overlay and then uploading your logo. You can put it on your video so that nobody can steal it, yeah? And then they have captions. So if you do a voiceover on here, you can also do a voiceover by doing audio. If you click audio and then do voice, you can record your voice on here too. And then you can go in and add the captions. So the next thing that it's going to show you after the filter is it's going to go in there and show you how to add text. So you're going to go ahead and click the text one, and then we're going to click add to text. Now, of course, it's going to come in here and give us different tool options like text to audio, text template, all of the extra stuff in there, but I just do add text. That's normally what I write, okay? So I will go in here and I'll type something, and then they have different templates, fonts, styles, effects. I mean, you can really go all the way out here, okay? And I like to do basic stuff to where people can read, because that's the biggest thing that you're going to run into when it comes to an actual CapCut video, is that they can't read what you write. So whenever I do something, I always add a background to it so that therefore they can make sure it's completely clear on the video. So you can add some emojis. All right, we got the trip you actually want, okay? And then you'll see me come in here and just kind of change the font. Now, before I continue, we're going to pause real quick. You guys see these little star, like diamond things here, okay? These cost money. These are not occluded. So I always make sure I pick one without the diamond so I don't have to pay for it. Now, if you get to the export part and it won't let you export, it's asking you to upgrade. It's because you clicked on one of those options. So you have to go back and figure out which one it is, okay? But there we go. I added some style to it. I put a little background to it so that they can actually read it. You can even go in here and click that animations tab. I'll probably head over there in a second. But in the animations tab, you can make it like populate, you can make it zoom in. I mean, there's just so much you can do with these, and they're really fun to create. I actually enjoy creating these. And then after that, you will be able to come in. There's the animation. You can do it in, you can do it out. So you can pick both of them, or you can do it to where it will loop back and forth. I like to do the in one, and then I will go and also do an out one. That way that when they're flowing, it kind of creates like a simulation as it goes in and out. Okay. Now that's just text. For me, I don't put a lot of text in my videos. I want them to watch the video, so I will put things throughout to grab their attention, but I don't put a lot of text because it's just too hard to read. Okay. So now that we've got that set up, you guys can see all the different stuff, etc. in there. There's the one with the loop. It'll loop around. Okay. And then let's just drag it a little bit. I don't want you guys to sit here and watch all of this. Okay. But let me go in here without it going faster. Yes. I really went in here and showed you everything. All right. So now that we got all of that figured out, oh, right here. Okay. All right. Now, there you could see how it has the arrow here, and then it has the arrow right here. That is the animation. There's the text, and it will animate. There we go. Okay. You can drag how long you want the text. If you want the text through the whole video, or if you want it just part of the video, you can drag it right here. And then that is pretty much all you can do with the text. You can animate it further here. You can duplicate it. You could delete it. You could do different layers, style, everything. It's basically like Canva and a CapCut. That's what it is. Okay. But the main thing that you want to see here is just basically the ability to come in there and just like do different things with the text. Now, I went ahead and I did something inside that video, and I want to show it to you. Hold on. You'll notice I did something real quick with it right there. Okay. Now, do you see this little thing that I did? Oh, stop. Thank you. All right. Right. I just did it right there. Now watch me. I'm going to split something. You see it says can't split here. I'm going to click the split button right here, and I'm going to split the video in half like that. You see how I split it? Now I can add a transition in here. So as soon as the text ends, it'll switch to something else. Now the transition that I choose will be right there. I click it right in the middle, and then you'll actually see me click on the transition. There it is. Okay. Now, when you click on that middle part where it's like the spot, it'll populate for this transition, and make sure you click the transition. Okay. What does a transition do? It cuts the video to where it will pop in and out. I know I cut it off right there. But basically I can go in there and just add different transitions as well. Okay. So that is kind of making it your own. That's a little bit of editing. Now let's do the next one. So I want to talk to you about text. So simple text perform best. Point of view, you booked the trip. This resort is insane. Here's an example video of mine. All of these videos don't have music on them, but they will on the platform. Travel agents need this if you are a team builder, or what would you stay here? You want to keep it very short and easy to read, because that's the whole point of the video. They're meant to be just eye-catching things. A lot of the times you'll see in my videos, like at the end right here, don't book until you read this. I want them to go to the comments section. So this video is actually a pull down to my lead generator, and it's only like a 15-second video, and that's all they really need. And I'm going to tell you why. Short form videos do better than regular long videos because they are watched on a loop. So if I were to say, don't read this or don't book this until you read, right? Don't book until you read this, they're going to head to the comment section. This will play on a loop while they're on the comment section. So it looks like I got a lot of views on my video, but the reality is it's just playing over and over and over. Okay. That's exactly what this is. This is a short form video that I made using a couple of CapCut templates, and you'll see them over. You'll see the same CapCut template over and over, and I just put words on it. Okay. So how do I do this? Now, if we were to go back to this part where we're adding in the text messages, etc., when I come in here and I add the text up here, I always make it like a full post and then I hit export. I'll save it and then I'm done, right? I'll export it and then that's it. It still leaves you in here even if you export it. So then I'll delete the text, make another text, export again. Then I change it around, I switch it up. But you guys can make multiple videos just inside this project, adding different tips, whatever you want to do inside here, and then export it over. And that's how I batch the content, is because I take the same templates and just put different words on it. So it shows up as a different video with different audio. Okay, so moving on to the actual part of the video of what we're kind of creating here. One thing you're going to notice is that they are all kind of the same videos, right? They all have the same kind of idea. You're going to see that same summer party was also in this last TikTok here that I made. And the reason I do that is because they're the same clips blended together, but I'm just switching them around with different ideas. So that same video, this is the trip that people wish they book, different idea, right? But it's the same kind of context. It was actually the exact three videos that I used. But don't book until you read this. I couldn't do the CapCut very well, but these are all CapCut templates. I just put like 2 or 3 videos together, change the words on them, and then have it close out just like that. Okay. So you guys can blend all different types of clips together: resort footage, airplane clips, beaches, room tours, pools, lifestyle moments, food, drinks, just the different visuals. Why I'm doing that is because it keeps their attention longer, because things are constantly shifting on the screen. That way they're just having something new to look at. And then you throw the words on top of it as a way to kind of guide them and direct them throughout the video. All right, now one template, like I said, equals multiple videos. So this is another CapCut template. These are just somebody on a cruise, and it says, point of view, you booked your trip through me. And it's basically taking them on the trip, like what it would look like if they booked with me. Okay. Now, this is one of my older ones that I made, but I used the same template over and over and over, and I just changed out point of view. You booked your first trip through me, and then we'll change it to point of view, I just booked your trip and now you're on it, or something like that. Like, I try to change it up a lot. That way it's like the same videos, but they're actually different. Okay. So how do we do that? One template, like I take 3 of those videos, and then we make it into multiple videos by changing the text, changing up the position of the clips. You can rearrange them, changing the hook, and then of course, changing the call to action. This one says link in the bio, but the other ones we're telling them to check the comments, right? And then of course, every time we're doing different music. So we could take these 5 different ideas and then make 4 different videos out of it. One's a cruise reel, one's a couples trips reel, one's a luxury reel, and then the last one's for team building. That way we're maximizing all of our content and having the ability to use it for different reasons. Because if you think about it, when I'm planning content, I use these videos over and over, right? If I take one template and I have 4 videos, that's 4 videos for the entire week to use, right? That's what I want you guys to have, that idea that you can do, so that you don't feel trapped when it comes to planning content, because I know it can feel trapping. So how do I have the ability to batch these videos? What does this do? So I will pick a content topic. Mine is typically adults only resorts. That is my niche. So that will normally be it for me. Then I will go to ChatGPT and I will say, hey, I want to make 4 videos using CapCut templates for batching. I already picked my 4 templates, 5 templates, whatever you want to do. Pick as many templates as you want, save it to your phone. And then we're going to build the drafts in CapCut. And when I'm building them, I'll put the words on there that ChatGPT gives me. I tell them to make a full post. I'll show you that in a second. And then I just save it. put it on there, save it, put it on there, save it. And then I have 4 videos. Then I take those videos, I export them, and then I add the sounds as I go. So every time I'm posting on a Facebook, it'll have a sound for Facebook, I have a sound for TikTok. And it's normally the same sound, okay? But I search it each time on there so I don't get copyrighted. And that way, I have the ability to post them everywhere. I have 4 videos that are around the same idea, but all have different types of content. That way, I'm beating the fastness. I'm putting it out there repeatedly. Is it going to be 100% perfect? Probably not. Okay. But you guys will get better at it over time. Now, I want to show you something cool that CapCut does. You guys always ask me about this guy here, so I wanted to show you this too. This is my CapCut logos that I make. If you guys go into the templates and actually search logos, it'll give you several different options to be able to do this. And these are really great endings for your videos. Like if you're doing one of the CapCut templates and you want to have your own branding to end it with, go inside those templates, just like I showed you, search logo. You can even do travel logo and you just upload your picture. That time you'll click use the template option. When you use the template, you'll add your photo in there and it will automatically populate just like this. And then you can add music, whatever to it. Okay. So I just like to show you guys that because I want to make your videos fancy. Okay. So at the end, add a CapCut logo if you want to. But these are just simple templates that you guys can use repeatedly over and over and over to make different videos. Yes. So continuing. Now, how do I use ChatGPT for video text? Here is one that has a lot of text on it, so I just post that. I use ChatGPT for hooks. I use it for the viral wording. This is one of my themes that I was doing when I used to do family travel was where to go Wednesday, and then I would pick some random place that like people don't know about, and this was like one of them in Mexico. It's like the opposite side of Mexico that people don't normally go to. They have whale sharks, kayaking, they have the bioluminescent waters, like all of that cool stuff. So that's just something that I used to do. But the point of this is that I use ChatGPT to make all of this. I don't do any of it other than just grabbing the template, on-screen text, any of the resort comparison, the call to action ideas, the travel captions in general. All of that is made by ChatGPT, and it makes it very, very simple for me to not spend a lot of time coming up with the idea. Okay. Don't spend a lot of time making these because people only look at them for 15 seconds. So that's it. This resort is not for boring couples. Then I just break down the resort. Travel agents should be doing this if I was doing like something team building, right? But I let them come up with the ideas because I don't have time to sit here and think about them. So everything for ChatGPT for the video to the text part. Okay. Now, continuing, I want to make sure that you guys understand that a video is still technically a post. So when I'm using ChatGPT to do so, I use it to make sure I tell it to make a full post when I'm going on to the video, okay? Even on a video, I still do a full post. You will see it right here on the right. Point of view, your camera roll after I booked your London stay. This is a CapCut template. I just looked up London and it comes up with everything that you need for London. Okay. And then basically it's just showing them all different ways, the things that they can do here. And then about halfway through, you can see I'm transitioning to a call to action. Ready to change your camera roll, comment London below. And that way I can kind of zoom them in, right? But it still has a hook, it has a value, and it has a call to action on it. And it's very important that it has this because you need to transition them through the whole video. I'm going to tell you something very, very important about TikTok that a lot of people don't know, but you'll see it with top creators. When they first make their video, you see how big the words are on the screen. It needs to tell them, like the TikTok likes to read this. They have like AI set up to go through the whole video when you first post it. So whatever I put, I'll either put it here or I'll put it up here, but it needs to have a title with words so they know exactly what they're about to watch. So that's exactly what I do in a lot of them. And that's the hook. The hook needs to be seen because it's going to help categorize you, especially on TikTok, because they're going to be able to see what you're talking about. Okay. So there's the hook. The value is really inside the video, honestly. And then the call to action will be at the end to get them to do something. I never want to post a video without a call to action because then it's just a video. Every video should be a part of your funnel and it should be guiding them further to book with you. That's exactly what these videos do. All right. Now, that 3-part video, you guys already see it. First, it's grabbing your attention, then it's valuing you, and then there's a call to action. Examples for the call to actions are comment, book, save this, follow for more. Okay. Now, this guy here, I believe is for team building. Yeah. Oh, no, this is this is the one I just did for Mother's Day. Okay. Friendly reminder, anything you buy in the next week is considered a Mother's Day gift. Book the trip. Yes? Link in bio. We like that there. Yeah, that's call to action, hook value post, all in one video. And that video was like 15 seconds long, right? That's all I need. All right, so this is 3-part video. You can see how quickly I put it together. I just put a couple of templates together. That's all I did. All right, now I want to take this and break it down a little bit further for you, okay? I want you to fully understand how to make this video. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that the hook is probably the most important part. You have about 3 seconds to grab their attention with these templates. So you need to go in there and tell them exactly what you're about to talk about so you can pull them in. This resort is not for boring couples. Point of view, you finally booked the trip. Travel agents need to hear this. This is your sign to travel. This first few seconds decides everything. So like this one here was one of my value posts that I was doing for a travel hack. And you see how I put you need to know? I'm trying to pull them in. So travel hack, you need to know. And this was something goofy. Running out of space in your carry-on, stuff your extra clothes in a pillowcase. Yep, a pillowcase works with a zipper is best. Most airlines don't count it as a personal item, so boom, a free bonus bag. Did you guys know that? You know those pillowcases that like the circle ones that go around your neck? Yep, you could store extra stuff in there if you want. Or a pillowcase in general, they will allow you to bring a pillow. They don't really say much. So I like to show that as just like something silly, easy, but the idea of it is that the hook is what's pulling them in. So they're like, oh, okay, I need to read this, right? Here's another example. Okay. But this one, I want to go over the call to action. Not only does it need a hook, but it always has to end with a call to action. Comment book, save this for later. What would you choose? Comment travel if interested. No call to action equals missed engagement opportunities. So this one here is not your typical call to action. So this is point of view. I booked the trip. Same video, just different templates, right? Did y'all see I've used the same templates like 4 times now. This one was actually kind of cool. I want to start it over, but I'm going to let it finish. I want you guys to read how I pulled them in with this. Okay. This is me being an advisor. So point of view, I booked your trip and all you did was show up. And then I have them partying. Now they're relaxing. I matched your vibe. I matched your ideas. Don't skip the caption. I matched you. Boom. Okay. Now, the reason is I put that in there. You see how I threw it in there? Don't skip the caption. That's the call to action. And the reason I do that, these are my short form videos, so I can pull them to the comment section. When I pull them to the comment section, I put all the details in there. That way I have them engaging. If they're clicking on the comment section, this video will play in the background and they have the ability to kind of read everything while I'm still getting my views. Yeah. So anyways, regardless of how you want to end it, make sure every single video has a call to action at the end. Okay. Now, when you are doing this, okay, you have your hook to pull them in, you have your call to action to kind of give them an idea of what to do next, but you want to keep them kind of intrigued throughout of it. So you're going to notice a lot of my videos have those transitions in it. And I showed you guys how to do the transitions. You just split the video and then you can add in different transitions, okay, as you go. And that's exactly what I do. I do a lot of zooms. There it is. It's transitioning over and over. Do you see all the transitions I put in there? It's a lot, right? There's a reason I do this is because I want them to pay attention. So I do a whole bunch of stuff in there. Zoom, flash, blur, swipe, slow fade, etc. Right? This helps people have the ability to kind of stay intrigued, etc. Now, along with this, since my videos are in short form and they are just, this is what happens when you book your adults only trip with me. Boom, they're chilling. Next minute, they're in there and now they're partying. Like that's exactly what I'm trying to show them. Don't book until you read this, right? So now I have them in there. I pulled them down with that caption. I pulled them into the caption part. That's what it is. It's a call to action to go read the caption. The caption, okay, there's a trick with this one. The longer the caption is, the better views you get. And the reason is because they watch longer. Did you know that? The moment that they're taking to read your captions, a video is playing in the background, okay? So with the captions, they watch longer, they understand faster, and then they stay engaged because they're reading the caption, right? And these, honestly, these are just simple tips, but the simple edits, you don't have to be very dramatic about it. This I'm a pro at this. Okay, these are like a couple of templates I put together. but the simple edits perform best. I would tell you example. I had an agent, her name was Angie, and when she had a hard time on Instagram, and Instagram only likes videos. They only show videos to new followers. They will never show like any of the pictures to new followers. Those go to your people that are already following you. So videos are the way to get through on Instagram. I had her put a 10-second video together of an airplane and like somebody flying, and that was one of her most viral videos. And she used to get so frustrated with me. She's like, I make all these hard videos and that's the one that goes viral. Yes, because the most simple videos that have the most meaning and value content behind it is what goes viral. It's not the edits, it's not the super long words on the screen. It's what you do with it and how they engage with it is what actually makes it viral. And that's exactly what I want you to understand and how easy it is to make the video. Yes. All right. Now, another thing that you can do is doing voiceovers. Now, this one technically is a voiceover, but I muted it because I had to mute all the videos for YouTube purposes. But voiceovers really do help. So if you are one of those people that you want to make videos, but you're not comfortable with making videos yet, start with the voiceover. Voiceover is one of the best ways to build your confidence because you can just re-record it over and over and over. But voiceovers kind of build that connection piece with the templates because a lot of people will tell you, I don't like using templates because it's not personal. Okay. Make it personal. Add your brand to it. You can also add a voiceover. That really helps add personality by, showing that you are you by building trust, explaining the value, and it even increases retention because people are listening to you. Okay. So, with these templates, a good idea that you can do for voiceovers are resort reviews, travel tips, storytelling, travel advice. I know it's on there twice, but here's an example I have Travel Tip Thursday. It's another theme that I do. And these are 5 cruise ripoffs to avoid. And this is just somebody's cruise template that I used over and over. And I also have another template where I was just on the cruise for Carnival. And so you'll see me do these a lot where I'm just walking around filming and then I put words over it. And then there it is. I did a little call to action mid screen there. Yeah, this is a long video. So I have to bring them through. I have to carry them through it. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. When you're doing these countdowns, they have to count down. They don't count up. We don't do 1 to 5. We always do 5 to 1. Okay. So they have a reason to kind of watch through. And then save this post. That's a call to action. 5 cruise rips offs to avoid. All right. Now, number 5, drink packages you won't use. Yes. All right. Average drink per day. I'm giving them value. And then there's going to be a call to action again. So I could pull them through, like, comment, share. All right. Number 4, overpriced spa days. I get a beach massage for $60 if you have to. Okay. This is an old video. Can you tell? Like and follow for more. Okay. This is actually one of my most popular videos on TikTok. 3, internet that barely works. Get the basic and use Facebook Messenger. Amen. Because we know that internet could be rough, right? And then, look, I threw another guy in there. Look, number 2, souvenir shopping on the ship. Ooh, same items are cheaper in the port. Facts. Okay. I'm just giving them the real tea here. And I made ChatGPT come up with 90% of these ideas. Photos you can take for yourself. You'll get a lot of photo package offers. Choose wisely. Facts. Okay. But this is all CapCut templates that I just put words over and I made it. There it is. There's the logo at the end. Boom. Okay. Link in bio. Ready to book your next cruise. So this is a bunch of CapCut templates that I put together. You guys can see all of that. Put words over it. Put some music on it. You could even do a voiceover and just talk in the video just like this. Just exactly like this. And then you guys have a video built. Yeah. All right. So keep videos simple. Short text is what I'm trying to tell you. Large readable captions, quick hooks, clean visuals, and consistent posting. You do not need fancy editing to grow. They could be short, simple videos. They can be long videos. They could be whatever your heart desires, but they need to be something that's going to pull people further into your funnel. Yes. Your goal is not perfection. Okay. I don't expect you to be perfect, but your goal is taking these templates and making multiple different templates. That way, you have a lot of visibility. Videos create visibility. So you have a very quick system now that you guys have learned to come in here and make a few videos. That way, you can consistently use them, get that engagement from them because their new followers are attracting, and you're going to be building trust because you're constantly staying visible, which comes down to what? Obtaining bookings. Yes. The more people see you, the more opportunities you create. And I hope that you guys have watched this, got a rough idea of what you can do with it. And then now we're going to be able to implement this to create more opportunities for you to get bookings. Yes. So I hope this has helped you a lot. This is all I really have for when it comes to CapCut template videos. I go in there, you guys see it. I take a couple of templates, I save them to my device. I go and edit them, make them my own, cut out the CapCut stuff, save it, add music to it, and then post it everywhere. Take multiple videos, make it into one. You guys have a lot of fun with this, and I want to see your videos that you're making. So make sure you're posting them. I follow all of you. So that way I'll be able to come in here and just kind of see what you all are doing. Yes. All right. So make sure you guys join me back on Tuesday. If you have questions about any of this, I will be breaking it down on my live travel Q&A at 5 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday. So make sure you guys are joining me there. And as well, make sure you like this video, share it with your teams, and comment if it helps, okay? I want some feedback from you. So let me know if you guys feel a little bit better about CapCut, because I think this is a very good CapCut breakdown into a way that you guys can understand. Yes? So that is all I have for you guys this evening. I will be heading over to the chat box now, where I'll be answering any of your questions and reading your feedback. So feel free to drop it there. And if you guys don't have anything, I will see you back, like I said, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, where I will be doing a live travel Q&A with you guys to answer any of the questions that you have there. But for this evening, that is all I have. So I will be seeing you guys in the chat box now. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and ask me any questions if you have them.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.